Welcome to the 2021 edition of Truth or Fake.
Social networks keep us informed and allow us to organize.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, these different platforms are a way for people to reveal what's happening.
But how to tell what's true and what's fake? What if it's propaganda or the images have been manipulated?
For this year's programme, we spoke to 4 French high schools, asking students to give us their questions about misinformation online and how to spot it.
À quel moment doit-on se poser la question de savoir si l'information est vraie ou pas?
Quels sont les indices que l'on peut repérer pour ne pas risquer de partager une intox?
Whenever you come across something online, ask yourself some questions. Who published the information and why did they publish it? Where and when did the incident happen? And did it even happen at all? There are a few warning signs that can suggest something might be fake. For example, the tone used in the caption. Now take a look at these examples.
Look really closely.
Politicians are terrible at staging events. You can see it's a folding needle.
The video shows US Vice President Kamala Harris getting vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. It was being sent around with suggestions that she didn't really get vaccinated, that the event was staged. The video has been manipulated. It's been slowed down, for instance. Some people saying there's no needle, others wondering why it seems to fold. The image quality is bad. It's hard to make out the details. But it's easy to find other versions of the video online. Pick some keywords and do a search. The event was covered by US news sites. You'll find the same video but in better resolution. And if you look closely, you can see there is indeed a needle. Here's another tip. Look in the comments. There's often useful information in there. In this case, people explaining that the plastic tip that folds back on itself is in fact a security measure designed to avoid accidental injury. Another quick search, and you see such needles are widely available.
Take a look at this headline. It's supposedly from the Spanish newspaper El Mundo.
Araceli, the first woman vaccinated in Spain, died 24 hours after getting the vaccine.
The first thing to do is go check the El Mundo website. There's no trace of the article. And that's not surprising, because the screenshot is actually fake. It's been photoshopped. Here's the real article.
Araceli, 96 years old, becomes the first woman vaccinated in Spain.
And there was a clue. The font used in the fake headline is different from the one that El Mundo uses. This woman didn't die 24 hours after receiving the vaccine in December 2020. She actually even popped up again in Spanish media a month later, when she got her second dose of the vaccine. So be careful when you see screenshots of articles or documents. They could be fake, so always try to find the original.
Quel comportement doit-on avoir? Comment réagir face à une publication qui a été partagée par plusieurs internautes?
Est-il également toujours possible de retrouver la source de l'information?
When we receive something online, we don't always know where it comes from. We should ask ourselves who posted it and why. Can we use a search engine to check the information? Ask questions. Now take a look at this video that was circulating on WhatsApp in Jordan.
In the Marseille metro, French police against a group of Moroccans and Algerians.
We also found it going around in Mexico with a different caption.
In the Paris metro, police used truncheons against people not wearing masks.
So what was actually going on? Let's take another listen. Now it's hard to hear, but it is clearly not French. Now take a look as well. Use your eyes. Does that look like a French metro station? And how about those uniforms? Are they like ones worn by the French police? You can find all that information online.
To find out where a video first appeared online, you can do what's called a reverse image search. Start out by making a screenshot of the video. Then download an app for reverse image searching. Put the screenshot into the app and it will show you where else the image has appeared online. If you're on a computer, you can download a plugin called Invid. You upload the video and Invid breaks it up into different frames and searches for them online. Both of these techniques take you to where the video was published online, on news sites in Romania. You cut and paste the headline into a translation tool, and here's what you get. Police operation in Bucharest. Hooligans arrested in metro station. So it turns out it wasn't in Paris or in Marseille. You can use these techniques to find out whether the backstory behind a photo or video is true or not. Your phone is a toolbox. You can use it to access search engines, reverse image search, translation tools, and even geolocation tools.
Dans notre classe, il y a eu de nombreuses questions autour des élections américaines et de Joe Biden, le nouveau président.
Comment vous, les journalistes, avez-vous travaillé sur le sujet et quelles sont les fausses informations que vous avez vues circuler?
The 2020 election came after 4 years of President Donald Trump in the White House. He used the term fake news for coverage he didn't like, but he was also, of course, known for spreading it himself. Fact-checking journalists at The Washington Post tracked every tweet, speech and interview Trump did, and counted more than 30,000 false or misleading statements over his 4 years in office. The president's baseless claims about election fraud even led to the invasion of the US Capitol by his supporters.
Now, the fake news didn't stop with Joe Biden's election. A few days before he took office, Trump's eldest son, Donald Jr., tweeted this video that showed then Senator Biden looking lost and disoriented. Trump Jr. was echoing his father's line that at 78, Biden is too old for the White House.
They support sleepy Joe Biden.
But the Biden clip is misleading. You can find the original on his YouTube channel. You can see that the video has been cropped. In the original, it's clear that Biden is waiting for 2 other people to leave the stage. The world of politics is, of course, biased. It's no surprise that a candidate's son might undermine his father's opponent. But journalists have to be objective. The Washington Post is continuing to fact-check Joe Biden's statements from the White House, just as they did for Donald Trump.
Comment vérifier les centaines d'informations que vous recevez par jour?
Combien de temps ça vous prend de vérifier toutes ces informations?
It's a good question. If you get lucky, it can take just a few minutes to show that something is fake. But it can also take hours or even days. And with the huge volume of information that's being shared, there's no way we can check everything. Fortunately, though, there are fact-checking journalists around the world, and we work together, sharing information and getting it out as widely as possible. We've been cooperating on the COVID-19 virus, for instance, publishing more than 9,000 articles in 70 different countries and making them available to the public in a searchable database. The hope is that members of the public will do what we do, take the time to check a piece of information before they share it.
Sometimes it's tempting, of course, to hit share without thinking, especially if it's something we feel strongly about or a cause we want to defend. That can be a problem too, and actually end up hurting the cause we're trying to support. Here's an example about the Uyghur people of China. The Uyghurs are a Muslim minority who face persecution in China, imprisonment, re-education programs, secret mass internment camps. All of this has been widely documented by witnesses, news reports, and NGOs. There's lots of support for the Uyghur cause online. There are thousands of tweets with the hashtag Uyghur Lives Matter. And one photo keeps coming up again and again. A reverse image search shows that it in fact comes from Chicago in 2004. It was a reenactment by a group that has nothing to do with the Uyghurs. The woman being tortured is an actress. Some people say that doesn't matter. It's important to draw attention to the very real suffering of the Uyghur people. But Uyghur activists say that's wrong.
Speaking the truth is very important for us, and if someone sees those pictures and find out if those pictures are fake, they will have doubt about the whole camps, the taming of millions of Uyghurs.
Some people share posts knowing that they're not true, but they do it because it will help their cause. Other people accidentally share fake content because they didn't check it first. So take time to think before you share something, so that you don't end up making yourself or a cause that you support look bad.
You can find reliable information, of course, on all the social networks, but always be vigilant. Watch out for warning signs like bad quality video, screenshots of articles, and captions saying they're hiding the truth. Read the comments for clues and use the tools on your phone to check facts.
A big thank you to the French Education Ministry's Media Education arm, which is helping teachers use truth or fake as a teaching aid in schools.
And thank you to the 4 classes who participated for their tough questions on our work as fact-checkers and journalists.